What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Seahawks Talk. I'm joined here today with Seahawks Eddie. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, great, great, great. Well, I guess first off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I've been repping this team since 1994.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my first Seahawk game was like 1997 in the Kingdom against the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, awesome.
So figure, hey, but never got to go to the games at Husky Stadium because I guess tickets were still expensive back then.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I guess we can just break the ice a little bit. What's your all-time favorite Seahawk moment before we get into things?
Let let me see.
It's a
Yeah,
tough.
I know what I would say. There's the famous Beastquake. It was Beastquake run.
Yeah, that was awesome. That
Yeah,
was awesome. I
the
think
be-
the tip has to be number one for me,
yeah.
honestly, just because of the magnitude of it.
Yeah, I went to the playoff game in 2015 when we took on the Panthers, where Cam Chancellor got his first pick six.
Yeah, that was awesome. I think that's the game where he jumped over the long snapper too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was an
Were,
awesome game.
were you at that game?
No, I wasn't. There was a few years there where I couldn't go just because my dad had health problems and I was obviously still in high school. So
Yeah, one of the games my first game at Lumen Field was that 2013 Monday night game against the Saints
that
when
was
we
your
set the
first game at the new stadium?
yeah
Oh, wow.
man. I know that when we set the noise record.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
and then a few years later, Kansas City won that record.
I don't Yeah, it was back and forth for a little bit too, the noise record. They do it like every other week, it seemed like. And it's like, dude, when you guys have I think their capacity is close to 15,000 people more than ours is. So it's kind of, you know, it's a lot bigger stadium than ours.
Yeah,
But we do
and
have
then
the enclosed sidelines. But yeah, what's on your mind, man?
yeah, and then I think you might have mentioned to me, are, you're a season ticket holder, right?
Well, actually, they're in my uncle's name, but yeah, I'm the one that goes to
Okay,
them. Yeah,
yeah, because I mean, if you went to the Seahawks parade, it's like I think the Seahawks, all the season ticket holders got to go in the stadium, and it got to see like raising the Lombardi there live.
yeah, that would have been awesome. Yeah, no, I was on the street with everybody else. Did you
Yeah,
do the
me
same?
too. I was I was at the parade too. Like
There was a million. It
it,
seemed like
it
a
was
million people.
cold too.
Yeah, it was freezing, and then I couldn't find my way back to the train. I didn't know the city very well when I was just 16. We won the Super Bowl when I was only 16. So we took the train down, we took the bus down there, and we couldn't find a single bus on the way back. It was a mess, but it was fun. It was worth it. Once in a
Yeah,
lifetime.
it was.
But yeah, I know you wanted to talk about a little bit of the off-season news, how
Yeah,
I was feeling about it. First off, how are you feeling about it?
I mean, so we've been doing some good moves.
hmm
I
Yeah, the Draymond Jones signing was a huge thing,
I
and
didn't think we were gonna spend that money.
we haven't as an organization we have never spent that much in free agency. He's literally our highest paid free agent coming from outside to us that we've
Yeah,
ever signed.
Bronco fans are mad that we took him from the.
Yeah, well, I was hearing now that he was actually supposed to be part of the trade, the Russell Wilson trade, but the Broncos wouldn't give him up.
Yeah,
So, how do you think the Broncos fans feel about losing Draymond Jones?
they are not happy at all. They gave us like
Broncos
Shelby
country,
Harris.
let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
I think that's about how they feel about it. What do you think?
Yeah, because all last off season we kept. That's what we kept hearing all season long. Was
They were talking so much shit about us. They
they
did.
were.
Nobody gave us a chance in the first week. And then I was thinking, boy, we got lucky winning that game, but I don't think we got lucky winning that game.
We
I think,
didn't.
yeah, no, I think we were just a little bit better than them at the beginning of the season, and then it turns out we were a lot better than them by the end of the season. So,
Well, everybody expected us to get blown out that game.
yeah. Were you at the game?
I should have went to that game. It was like,
Yeah, you should have.
yeah, because it was like, I was like, oh, I just got through paying some bills. It's like, no, I need to save money.
That was the most expensive game to go to during the whole season. I'll tell you what, if you were just buying off Ticketmaster or whatever, that was the most expensive one. I'll tell you what though, I wouldn't trade that for the world. Just, that all the Broncos fans coming in their Wilson jerseys, it was almost surreal, right? It's like, wow, this really happened. That was like, it smacks you right in the face. It was awesome. But no,
Yeah.
I'm really happy we got Draymond Jones. We got Jay Reed back. We're bringing Michael Jackson back. The only thing that I'd argue was a negative this offseason so far is losing Ryan Neal. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought for sure he'd be back another year
Yeah, me too.
because he was like a unrestricted free agent.
Mm-hmm. No, restricted free agent.
No, restricted.
Yeah, and then they rescinded his rights or his exclusive rights or whatever, and then the Bucks signed him. But I really thought he'd be back. I thought he stepped up big last year, but I guess they're pretty high on this guy Love, who can actually play safety, unlike Jamal Adams. I don't think Jamal Adams is a safety. I think he's kind of like a hybrid linebacker.
Yeah, because I know like when I saw like Rashad Penny went to the Eagles, I said off season that that's 50-50 if he's coming back.
It's just so hard because you remember Pro Size. I
Yeah.
think Pro Size was a bit much because it was all like soft tissue. Oh, my hand's sore. But Penny, he'd break his leg. He'd tear his ACL. It was not his fault that he was missing games.
Yeah.
If
He just couldn't stay healthy.
No, and they were freak accidents too. It's not like it's not like, oh man, my hamstring's bugging me. It was legit ACL tear, broken leg, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, because I remember last offseason, like we had to get another number one running back because of Chris Carson had of some reason he had no choice but to retire because of that neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened to Cam Chancellor too,
And Cliff Averill.
Had no choices but to just retire.
Yep.
And then look at Ricardo Lockett, like that big hit in Dallas, that pretty much ended his career.
People forget about that. People forget about that one. Even myself, I actually forgot about it till you just brought it up. But
and it's just like it's always sad to see players like having to end their career so early.
Yeah, for sure. Let's say what up to all the 49ers fans in the chat. That's all we're predominantly friends with here. We got Bryant Culp in the house, Ryan at No Border Sports in the house, Steve-O, Jess from East Coast Red and Gold podcast, and I think I said Steve-O already, and Goat Eli. What's up, Goat Eli?
Yeah, because I know another 49er fan we know. Like, I think he wants to do a collaboration with you sometime.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards.
All right.
But yeah, man. Sorry, pardon. But who are you eyeing at number 5? Do you think we're gonna trade back? What are your thoughts as a fan?
I mean, I'm gonna say right now, if Will Anderson is right there at number 5, like snatch him up right away.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. I'm a big Jalen Carter guy. I'm a huge Jalen Carter guy. And people are worried about his off the field issues, right? But if there's one guy that can fix a guy and work with a guy that's like that, it is Pete.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
Frank Clark's came in here, and there was a few other guys that came in here. Yeah, there's been a bunch of guys, a bunch of characters that come in, a bunch of people. People didn't think Marshawn Lynch was going to be anything after he left Buffalo because so many people had problems with him. And look at him; he had a borderline Hall of Fame career with us.
yeah. Now, what would you rate our offensive line that we had this past season?
Outside, great. Interior, not good. I did not like, especially in the playoff game. It's like Damian Lewis had different plays than everybody else. I mean, how do you get called for illegal man down the field? What was it? 3 times, 4 times? Yeah. But the strange part is I liked Damian Lewis all season. I didn't mind him. It was Blythe and it was Jackson that I didn't really like on the inside. So we'll bring Lewis back. Jackson we let walk. We re-signed Phil Haynes. And then we signed a center, Evan Brown, from Detroit.
I mean, we could probably be – I think we're going to draft a center.
I think so, too, in the second round. I like that John Michael Schmitz. I don't know if you've heard a lot about him.
I'm going to have to watch film on that guy.
Okay. I guess there's 2 centers that are like the top of the class. They're kind of neck and neck. I'm blanking on the other guy's name, but yeah, there's 2 centers. I think they're going to draft a center too.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I've been hearing like, okay, with the draft coming up, I've been reading some fans saying we should go quarterback already, but
I don't like that. I don't.
For some reason, I think we'll do a better job getting one maybe in the second or third round.
Yeah, so I like Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. I think he would be awesome because he has an ACL problem, right? And he's going to have to sit out basically half of next year at least. So if he can sit behind Geno for 1 to 2 years, right, just develop. And I get it. He's 25 years old. But, boy, Geno is what, 34? Maybe he's 33. I don't know. We're treating him like he's young, but he's not that young. I don't know. 25 is not too old for me. 25 is too old. If he was 28, I think it'd be a problem, like Brandon Whedon.
I mean, all I can say is like Geno sure proved everybody wrong last season.
Oh yeah, and hopefully he can do it again. But I don't see any sign of him regressing. Now, I think he'll be just about the same where he was last season. You think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's working hard. I love Geno as a person. I think he's awesome. When he steps in front of the mic, it doesn't seem like everything's rehearsed. It's just I like a guy like Geno.
Yeah. Well, at least he learns when to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. That was a big thing. Like I've been talking to a bunch of people. It's like Russell Wilson complained about the offensive line. You remember that? He went on Rich Eisen,
yeah.
Dan Patrick it was, and complained about the offensive line and being sacked so many times. Well, when you don't let go of the ball, whose fault is that?
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, that's why he's been getting sacked a lot in Denver, too, because, like, he's holding the ball way too long.
Way too long.
That's why I tell him, like, he knows he can run, too.
He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to be that guy that's known for strictly passing the ball. But that's not who he is. He's not a passer.
And I get the feeling he's homesick.
Yeah, and you know what? I think people can say what they want. I think that week 1, everybody booing the shit out of him really rattled him. I really do.
Yeah. I was at one of the bars outside the stadium for that game.
What bar?
Oh. It's right by that one by Al's Sausage Stand.
Oh, Tacos and Tequila?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's my place too before the game. I love that place.
Because used to be I used to go to like Hawks Nest Bar, but I think that place is up for sale.
I think so too.
Or sometimes I do like Jimmy's.
I like Jimmy's. Jimmy's is cool, but it gets packed.
It does.
And Sluggers, I'm not gonna lie, Sluggers my favorite bar downtown.
I haven't been to that one in years.
Are you serious? You need to go back. It's cool.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
normally used to on game day sometimes. Well, since last season they didn't have the tailgate, so we would go to like King Street Bar.
okay.
Yeah. Try that. Have you been there before?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, check them out sometime.
Ryan says Gino doesn't have a walker with tennis balls yet, but he's close. He's not that old, okay? He's got fresh legs. He hasn't taken a lot of hits that a lot of 33-year-olds have, you know. That's my thing with him.
Yeah, but I hope this season I can do a road game.
I'm trying to, man. I want to go to Arizona.
Me too. 'Cause, I mean, that's like the popular place that everybody wants to go to.
I think it's because they don't have a lot of fans, right?
Yeah, it's mostly when we play them down there. It's just mostly Seahawk fans down there.
Yeah, I think just because nobody's from Arizona, and I think that's why they don't have a lot of fans, if that makes sense. Like everybody's a transplant there. So it seems like every road team, I mean, it's not quite like the Rams game. Oh my God, dude. When a few teams came in there and you're like, there is no way that the Rams are the home team.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like where are all the real Rams fans at?
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm going to Lambeau Field this year. Not the Seahawks aren't even playing there, but I'm just going there to go there one time. I really want to go there.
Yeah, but I would not want to go there once December hits.
I'll be going there in October for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because once December hits, it's way too cold.
But yeah, man. So you're hoping Will Anderson's there at 5. If he's not, who do you like? Do you like Carter, Tyree Wilson? Do you like the idea of taking a quarterback? Because I'm not particularly keen on that.
I'd rather get one in the second round.
Yeah, that's exactly. Or third, even.
Or third. Okay, I think that's where we got Russell Wilson from.
Third round, yeah. He worked out. He worked out for a long time.
Yeah, but I know as a realistic fan, it's like we were never going to see another NFC championship with Russ again.
I know, because it was like we plateaued. Either we'd make it to the divisional round and get knocked out, or we'd get knocked out in the wild card round. And it was like that every year. And it was like that once we paid Sean Alexander with Mike Holmgren, too. It was like that. We'd make it to the divisional round, and then we get knocked out, you know. The Seahawks have only been to 3 NFC championship games. We're 3-0. Those are the only 3 Super Bowls we've been to. So,
yeah, I mean, I know as a kid, my dad he showed me the whole AFC championship game when we took on the Raiders.
Yeah, we sucked.
Yeah. You said that was the year that we swept the Raiders but lost an AFC championship.
Yeah, we did. We went 2-0 against the Raiders. It was 1983, I think, or January 1984. But did you watch the game? That old game? I mean, it was so sloppy by both teams. It seemed like there was turnovers every other play.
Yeah, until the Raiders got things going.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it seemed like, either they were throwing an interception or we were fumbling. It just that the whole game. But yeah. So you're not a big Jalen Carter guy, are you? You're more of a Will Anderson guy.
I mean, I'll take Jalen Carter.
Boy.
Yeah, like I said, I was just worried about his whole off the field antics.
I was a little bit, but then you just turn on the tape of that guy and you're like, oh my God.
Right? Oh yeah.
You just see him stuffing the run. And that's a huge thing with us. We were 30th against the run last year. It can't get much worse. We can be 30,
Yeah,
30
we
seconds.
can't. We gotta stop having teams run all over us.
Yeah, why do you think we lost to the Raiders last year? We shouldn't have lost that game. And
I mean,
go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. And then, well, with when we took on the Niners in the wild card, it's like, we were kind of expecting like Christian McCaffrey to get many yards on us.
Yeah, and I was too. The fact that we were still not even leading that game, that we were in that game at halftime, I was shocked because that was one of the away games that I could afford to go to. Just because it was so cheap. Remember, they thought there was going to be a monsoon.
Yeah.
And we're like, I think me and my dad's friend were like, should we go down there? And then we're like, no, we're going to get our asses kicked. And then by the end of the first half, you're like, you know what? Maybe we got a shot. And then they come out the second half, and you're like, no, this is about what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then we got pick 20 too. What are your thoughts on pick 20? So I think obviously we all hope we're going to go D-line at number 5, but at 20, anything's possible.
Yeah. We could probably trade down.
You think so?
I mean, look, if we get, it all depends. I mean, when it comes, but no, maybe second round we could trade up or trade down.
Yeah, well, number 20 for sure. People are going to hate this, and people are going to hate me for saying it. I think if Bijan Robinson's there, you might want to take him at number 20. Yeah. If he's still there at 20, I'm thinking, boy, you pair him with Kenneth Walker in the backfield. And they do the Wildcat last year with DJ Dallas and Ken Walker back there.
Yeah.
Imagine 2 stud running backs running that, once or twice a game. And then you don't have to worry about Ken Walker to be your workhorse. You can have 2 guys, right, that can rotate in and out.
Yeah, because I know I was talking with one of my friends at his job. Like he's hoping we get a running back at number 5.
What? No, he's on crack.
No, so get a running back on maybe the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, I know. People hate the running back in the first round, but I think if Bijan is sitting there at 20, you got to at least think about pulling the trigger on him.
And I know some of us said we should have got Nick Chubb instead of Rashad Penny.
And we probably should have. Looking back on it, we probably should have. I think Chubb would have held up a little bit better than Rashad Penny did. And I like Penny, I really do.
Yeah, it's just Rashad Penny, just like it's like a few, okay, he'll stay healthy a couple games and then, he goes down. But I know that now that he's in Philly, it's like, it's like, he's good. They're gonna go through what we went through with him.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Assail Yamas, that's my uncle actually, and then shout out David McNiner.
Well, what's up, David?
Yeah, David's the man. But yeah, so you're not thinking running back at 20. You're thinking probably another defensive lineman, maybe like Kalijah Kancey would be a big one. I don't know if you watched film of him at all. I lost you there for a second.
Oh, yeah, I would say your Wi-Fi going out.
Mine?
Yeah, I was saying because I think my Wi-Fi was going good.
Okay, no, I think maybe it was just a little mistake for a second.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So I had to put my phone on silent so nobody tried to call me.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I still mess up with that all the time. I'm on my computer, obviously, but yeah, every now and then I'll just get phone calls. I'm like, gosh dang it, I gotta end that. So
yeah, I'm just looking at all your stuff on your wall, like, well, that Tariq Woolen jersey, that autograph.
Yeah, he signed it. He signed it after what was the last game of the year last year? The Rams game. He signed it.
Oh, I was there at that game.
Oh, really?
Oh, the one where Yeah, the one where we were like won in overtime.
Yeah, against Baker, threw the pick to Quandre, and I was actually pissed at Quandre. I don't know if you remember that, but he started pointing towards the sidelines like we had won the game already. Turn up field and get. He could have got at least 15 extra yards on that play.
Yeah, I told him, hey, don't be taunting because that could cost us.
Well, not only that, like we're in overtime, dude. Get yards, you know, either get out of bounds or get yards. But yeah, no, I got a few helmets back there. I got the woolen jersey and just some old posters I had in my garage.
Yeah, I got him to sign this 12th man flag behind me.
What game did you get that done at?
Oh, it's a Seahawks training camp.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember like it was him, Pete Carroll, and Jamal Adams. They walked down the hall and signed everybody.
That's crazy. Usually Pete don't do that at training camp.
Well, I mean, unless you catch him on a good day.
That's what I mean. You caught him on a good day.
I think it's just a lot of the big players don't really sign.
No. But yeah, I think it's awesome. I think stuff like that's awesome.
But I swear I have the worst luck every time I go to training camp.
Oh, with players and stuff.
No, because it's always one of the hottest days of the summer.
Yeah, I feel that. I think every time I go to training camp too, I'm just ready to go home. Sitting on that grass hill, there's no shade, right? You're just kind of sitting there, and a lot of the times, you know, you'll go and they'll hardly do offense, defense, obviously. So you're just sitting there watching drills, and you're like, oh man, okay, I'm kind of ready to go home, right?
Yeah.
But shout out John Jay from 49ers Ultimate Report. Shout out Tony Culp.
What's up, John Jay?
But yeah, man. Any thoughts you want to get off your chest about the Seahawks? You think we're going to trade for Trey Lance, or I'm just kidding.
No.
No.
Because all the Niner fans in the comments would be ready to strangle us.
Yeah, exactly. But what are your thoughts? What do you need? What do you think our biggest one we have to biggest position of need for the Seahawks?
I mean, I think that the secondary has stepped up a little.
A lot.
So maybe fix the front seven.
Yeah, and especially you got Bobby back. You have Jordan Brooks. Hopefully he'll be ready for week 1. They're hoping, but we're not sure. And then Devin Bush, right? So you have 3 pretty solid inside linebackers. But yeah, just that line, especially that interior defensive line, they need to do something about it. And the interior offensive line too.
Yeah. We got to get a few more pieces on our offensive line. Because we haven't had a good offensive line since we went to Super Bowl 40.
I know it. That was star-studded too. That was probably the best offensive line in football for a number of years.
Oh man, yeah, because say Sean Alexander, Matt Hasselbeck carried that team.
Yeah, and it was all because of Walter Jones, Steve Hutchison, Robbie Tobeck, Chris Gray, and Sean Locklear. Those were the 5 guys.
Yeah, it's like at the games, like you're always gonna see Walter Jones at the games.
Mm-hmm. I saw him at a Sea Dragons game this year.
I went to the one last week, the Easter game.
Okay, I missed it.
But Cliff Avrill's always at the games.
Oh, really? The only people I saw the only one I've been to is the home opener, and I saw Sean Kemp there and Walter Jones.
Oh yeah, but you probably got his autograph too.
No, I'm not a big autograph guy to be completely honest. Like the only reason I got Woolen's autograph is because I was just standing there at the tunnel watching after the game, I like to watch Sylvia and Ian Furness and Jordan Babineau do their thing, right? And I had his jersey on, and I was like, oh, I might as well just get this signed, right?
Yeah, well, I think I told you, like, I usually meet up with Sam Dog at the games because we'll try and, like, he'll want to get there before, like, the warm-ups.
Yeah, see, I'm always at either a bar or the event center before the games,
Yeah.
And then after the game, I'll stay. I'll probably be the last people there all the time.
Oh, yeah. But there's one thing I don't miss about after the games.
What?
People try to stalk Russell Wilson by going to the Metropolitan Grill.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. That's why I just kind of leave them alone. If they come up to me, cool. If they don't, they don't.
That's
right?
After the game, I just go on my way home.
Yeah, well, we're all adults, It's not like we're kids anymore. That's kind of why, I make sure I would never step in front of a kid to get an autograph.
Oh yeah, yes. Neither. Used to be when I go to training camps and I see any kids around, I'll put them in front of me and I say, hey, come get these autographs.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be,
Yeah. Believe me, all the years I've gone, I've seen adults fighting knocking kids over for autographs.
Me too, and it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. People need to stop that.
Yeah, because I've seen some guy knock a couple kids down trying to get Russell Wilson.
And for what? It's worthless anymore.
And then look what people try to go on OfferUp or eBay and sell those things.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
No.
But yeah, Eddie, what do you think about Draymond Jones? You think he looks pretty good, right? He's going to step in pretty good for Puna Ford is basically, or Shelby Harris, I'd say, is who he's going to be replacing.
Yeah. I mean, I know Puna Ford is still out there.
I don't think we're going to bring him back.
Yeah, because now when we released Al Woods, that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if he announces his retirement because dude's 35, 36 years old.
I want to say never mind. He didn't sign with anybody. I think he went and visited the Jets, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he retired. I know that Quentin Jefferson signed with the Jets.
Yeah, because I think that team's starting to get ready because of that trade, a trade getting ready to happen.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as good as everybody thinks they are. The Jets, I really don't. Even with Rodgers.
For some reason, I thought that the Jets were almost going to be a playoff team this year.
Well, they looked like it. Remember at the beginning of the season, they started off really hot, and then when your quarterback shits the bed over and over and over again, right? Which is exactly what we were afraid of with Geno Smith, but it didn't happen.
I was at that game too.
The Jets game?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I forget. They started Mike White that game, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I want to see him put together as a team before we crown him as the AFC East champions, Yeah.
Oh yeah. Went to the game against the Cardinals. The one where Sean Alexander got into the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
It was that was another good game.
Yeah, that was a low scorer, right? I think it ended up being 17-6 or something like that. Or maybe 17-13. I don't know. It was a good game. Kyler fumbled that game. I remember that.
Yeah, some reason I say every year it's the Cardinals always seem to know how to beat us in our own stadium.
They do, and it's been embarrassing, but we always beat them down there.
But I don't think we were even supposed to beat the Rams at all this year.
No, we beat them twice, though. We went 4-2 in the division, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
But then again, the Cardinals were pretty trash, and the Rams were pretty trash. I'm hoping we can at least split the games with the 49ers next year. I really think if we improve like we think we are, I think we'll be able to take one at home and probably lose one on the road.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think it seems more realistic, and at least 2 close games. I don't think they're going to be blowouts. I really think they're going to be a lot closer than they were last year.
I mean, like that Thursday night game, like, because I think it was me and CG and Sandal were talking, like, because since they're coming here, that we're all telling them to say, yeah, that's going to be a very close game.
And it was the first half, but then I think it was Homer that fumbled.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like once Homer fumbled, fighting for those extra 2 yards or whatever he was fighting for, it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah, but I was at the game last year when he got that fake punt for a touchdown.
Yeah, me too. That was my dad's last game before he passed away.
Oh, so sorry to hear that.
Oh, life happens.
Yeah, because I lost a friend that just passed away. I went to school with.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's why I tell people we gotta take care of our health.
Yeah, we do. What's the biggest need the Seahawks need to address during the draft? John Jay asked that. What's the biggest weakness Seahawks need to address in the draft? I think it's defensive line.
Defensive line.
I wouldn't be surprised if the first 2 picks were both defensive linemen. If they were, say, Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, or Tyree Wilson at number 5. And then at number 20, it wouldn't surprise me like a Nolan Smith, Kalijah Cansey, Luke Van Ness if he's still there. But, boy, I'll tell you what, I've been watching this one guy. I don't know if you've watched much of him. Jack Campbell, this inside linebacker from Iowa. He is freaking awesome, and that's what I want them to take in the 2nd round.
That's another guy I got to watch film on, too.
Yeah, watch it, and once you watch it, you'll be like, boy, I could see him playing for the Hawks, right?
Oh, yeah.
He is one of those guys. That's who I'm high on. Him and Hendon Hooker. Those are my 2 after the 1st round. If they can get Jack Campbell, Hendon Hooker, that'll make my – that's fine. I'm good till training camp.
You going anywhere to watch the draft?
So I'm doing a live stream. I think I'll for sure be on all 3 days, but I know at least the first day. I think a lot of people are doing all 3 days, but I know I don't know if you know this, but Monday I do a show with this guy, a Ravens fan. His name's Levi. I don't know if you've seen that at all.
I think I see you have a show coming up with him.
Yeah, so every Monday he comes on. So I have a Ravens fan. And then I know that Ryan and Bryant are going to be on. And then Jason Hurley, the cap guy, is going to come in for a bit. And one of my Seahawks friends, a guy that goes to the game with me all the time. So we're all going to be doing that, be doing draft day coverage. It should be super fun, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll be working the first 2 nights.
Okay.
But the Saturday, I'll get to watch that one before going to work.
Okay. Yeah, we appreciate it. And we always appreciate people watching and all that. We appreciate you guys so much. And that's another reason why I never get to have Seahawks fans on here. So I think I really appreciate you coming on here. I really do appreciate it. And I always go ahead.
Since I see you rocking the throwback, it's like, how cool is it that we get to wear those on the field?
Oh, boy, I'm stoked. I just can't wait till they start selling them, till they start selling the Nike ones, So
I think those are the ones that we see in the store is just the Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, they're just Mitchell and Ness. And but, boy, I'm excited for the Nike ones to come out. I think they'll fit better. They'll look sharper. I like those a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gotta be two of the home games that we get to wear those.
Yeah, and I wish they would have done it last year. So I wish they would have done it against our old AFC West opponents. That's what I was hoping they were going to do. So we could wear them against the Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers and Raiders. I thought that'd be awesome because that's our old division, right?
Yeah. I mean, we should have worn those against the Broncos.
That would have been sweet, and especially against the Raiders too. Raiders and Broncos for sure. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but I think. Oh yeah, they had us wearing our action greens week 1.
And they were so ugly. I hate those things. What do you think of them?
I mean, I have one, but I got it autographed, so I don't wear it anymore.
They've kind of wore off on me. I liked them a lot when they came out in 2016, like the action green ones. I really liked the super ugly ones, the ones in 2009 we wore against the Bears. But yeah, no, I'm super excited to wear the throwbacks. I think they'll look good. I'm excited that Bobby Wagner gets to wear a throwback for sure. Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm excited to wear those too. Yeah, especially to see Gino wearing one.
yeah, I think it looks sharp in it for sure. Bryant calls it highlighter green. I think I like it better when they wear the blue pants with the green jerseys. I think it looks a lot better than wearing the green pants as well.
Yeah, I remember go back to 2016 and with that Thursday night game against the Rams. Like, I think it was my mom called that game the sour cream guacamole bowl.
Yeah, yeah. That was the first game they ever wore him too, and that's when Sherman hit Goff on the sidelines and like knocked him out. I don't know if you remember that much.
Yeah, we were at the Hawks Nest bar watching that.
Okay, but you got anything else you want to talk about tonight, Eddie, or you think you're good?
Yeah, well, I think I'm pretty much good for the night.
Okay. Well, don't let me hold you back, right? So,
Yeah.
But I really do appreciate you being on here. I appreciate you in the comments all the time and everything. So with that, I think we're out of here, huh? You'd like to give anybody a shout out or anything? Once again, shout out everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys so much. It's awesome that you guys are here. So
yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat.
but
yeah. Hopefully I see you at a game this year.
oh, you'll see me. You got me on Instagram now, so just hit me up. I'll be there.
Yeah, all you gotta do is look for my jersey and it.
Swaggy Hawk, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're at the games, make sure you go find Eddie, Swaggy Hawk.
All right.
All right, we will see you guys later. Have a good night.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.